Hey guys, this is Talnoy here from Vox Seminole. We've got a case here going out to one of our Call of Duty players, AP. He's getting himself a nice new CM Storm Enforcer case, so I thought, look, I'd give you a bit of a run through before we ship it out to him. It's a new case from CM Storm, it's been out for a couple of months now. As you can see, front view here, obviously that's the box there to the left on your side. Now, obviously we've got the flip open front panel, where we've got 4 drive bays. You can obviously DVD readers, card readers, fan controllers, sound controllers, all sorts of things there, even a floppy drive cutout if you have got one of those, or even a zip drive still, depending on what you do with your computer. Now obviously the reset button's actually behind that back panel, just up the top. I'll show you that in a moment. We'll just tilt the case forward, and as you'll see, we've got a reset button there and a power button. You've got your USB connectors and you've got your audio connectors. So we'll pop it back down. We'll give it a spin around. Now, as you can see on the side, we've got our window panel. You just see me spinning through the window panel there. On the rear, one of the cool things this little case has, it's got your holes in the back for your water cooling if you've got a radiator on the back. We've got a StormGuard security panel, which helps you lock in your peripherals. So obviously if you're at LAN, you can lock the cables in so no one can unplug your keyboard or mouse, steal it obviously. Obviously your standard cutout for your connectors on your motherboard. You've got a 120mm fan on the back. You've got all your PCI slot covers. They're all grooved obviously, so you can get a bit of extra airflow coming out the back of the case. And a rear mounted power supply. A bottom mounted power supply. Okay, now I'll just tilt it to the back a little bit, because on the top we have a 200mm fan. Well, there's no fan on there, but obviously there's a spacer for a 200mm fan with a nice grill on there. Now, it's a little bit harder to see, so I'll just pop the side panel off here. You've also got a 200mm fan in the front. I'm not sure whether you're going to see it in the picture there, but just in the front here, just right beside your hard drive bays, you've got a 200mm fan right here as well. Really kind of cool concept. I like it because you get a really strong flow of air across your hard drives. Obviously if you've got a nice big stack, you've got an allowance for 4 drives here, so if you've got a nice big stack of hard drives, plus an extra 2 at the bottom, so if you have got a big stack, you have a good airflow going through them, which follows through, and it can circulate back out through the back of the case as well. Now, a point to note with this case, obviously you've got 2 separate bays down the bottom, but you've also got, I'll just move the camera forward a bit here, what we have got is an SSD drive bay. It's a really cool little feature. They've actually added a special bay in there for SSD drives. It's just got 2 screws at the front that you just unscrew and then pop that out, put your drives in and pop it back in. This is obviously SSD drive, so it's nice and easy. Just slide it in, screw it down, and then yeah, you've got some nice, easy to install SSD drives. Now also with your drive bays here, this case does come with adapters. It's pretty much toolless except for obviously your motherboard screws. You've got to screw those in, but yeah, most of the rest of the case has actually got a toolless design. So you have clip-on plastic grooves for the side of the hard drive, and then you just simply click and slide it in and off you go. Now also the CD-ROM bays, as you'll see, like I said, it could be CD-ROM, could be a fan controller, sound controller, they're lockable. So you just flick it open, slide your drive in, flick it back, and it locks into place and it stays nice and still. Now the case as well, bring the camera in here again, as you'll see in the bottom of the case there, you've got a nice little cutout there for the bottom of the power supply. So if you've got your fan on the bottom of the power supply, there is plenty of airflow there going out through the bottom of the case. And as you'll see, let's get a bit of an angle here so I can see what I'm showing you. You'll see you've got some nice cutouts in the case as well, just up here. So what you can do is you can route your cables coming off your motherboard, coming off your drives. You can route it underneath the motherboard plate and then down to obviously where they're plugged in. So it's got a raised motherboard plate here. It's got quite a good clearance on there too, so if you have got cable wraps as well, you can actually, you know, have them on and they go quite nicely underneath there. Now the rear of the case, like I said, we've got a 120mm fan. Here's your StormGuard panel, which actually allows you to lock your peripherals to the case. So, you know, obviously if you're at a LAN, people can't steal your mouse, your keyboard, or even your headset. So yeah, so this is our little CM Storm case. This one will be going out to AP, and yeah, it's a nice little addition from CM Storm. One of the notes to make as well with this case, I'll just reset the camera here. Now this case, it's a nice sturdy design. If you have a look here, I'll just give this panel a flex, and it's really quite hard to get it to flex. It's not a really tinny, cheap casing. It's actually a good solid piece of construction. It's not your usual flimsy ones that you wobble them and they get a crease bend in them. So it's actually really quite well put together. So you just slide that back into place. So yeah, so this is a CM Storm Enforcer case. This will be going out to AP, one of our Call of Duty 4 players, so that'll be on his doorstep soon. Obviously, you know, GX650, probably a good power supply for this one, obviously made by Cooler Master. Yeah, power supplies is, you know, there's a little different ways you can calculate what kind of power supply you need, but if you've just got your standard PC, maybe 1 or 2 drives, DVD player, standard-ish 1GB, 6870 type video card, a 650 watt power supply, do fine. So a GX650 Cooler Master power supply would be the way to go. So yeah, so this case is going out to AP. Thanks.